Many people online are asking me, the travel motor is weak, the travel is off, there's no rabbit gear, how should we check it? Today we found an excavator. We are disassembling the motor. We'll explain as we take it apart. If your excavator is working with concrete, it's advisable to remove the cover after a while and clean out the concrete inside. Typically, any brand of travel motor has 4 pipes. The 2 thickest are for moving forward and backward. The second pipe is for the motor's return oil. The thinnest one is the pilot line, that is, the pilot pressure line for turtle gear. When one side is fast and the other slow, we need to open this pipe to see if there's pilot pressure oil coming. The pilot pressure is usually between 35 and 40. If the pressure is too low, it can't open the 2-speed valve core inside the plug. Regardless of which hydraulic pipe we disassemble, we must vent the hydraulic tank first. Alright, now that there's no hissing, we're good. Let's remove this plug now and take out the 2-speed valve core to check it. If the hydraulic oil is dirty, it can cause the valve core to jam. Either there's no rabbit mode or it's stuck in rabbit mode. We will start disassembling the drive motor now. First, we'll remove the pipes. Removing the pipes will cause oil to leak, so we need to seal it. The pipes from the drive motor are removed. Typically, for larger pipes, we can seal them with paper. Never use paper to seal these lines, and we need to remove these joints as well, to avoid breaking them during disassembly. These 2 are the main valves of the drive motor, which control its power and braking distance. Since they block these 2 screws, we need to remove them. The screws around the motor end cover are very tight. We might need a magic tool to loosen them. Once we loosen all of them, we can use this electric tool. Process. After removing the motor cover, we encounter this challenge. There's no place to grip the brake piston. So, we'll use a common tool to get it out. On job sites, we can use a grease gun with a pointed nozzle to push out the piston. There are 2 oil passages here. One is the brake piston. The other is the secondary piston. When we can't tell which is which, we'll just test one randomly to see if there's any response. You can see when I hit it, oil is coming out here, which indicates this oil line is for the brake piston. The seal ring on this end cover, we need to remove it first. Alright, now the piston has been pushed out. Let's take it out. This is the grease we just applied. Now, let's take out the cylinder and the plunger. Remove the swing, and take out the secondary piston and the spherical bushing. This is the flow distribution plate. Generally, we inspect it to check for noticeable wear or grooves on its surface. If there are, it must be replaced. For example, this flow distribution plate. It has no wear or grooves. It's very smooth. These are some brake pads. This one is a friction pad, and this one is a steel plate. It acts as a parking brake when the excavator has come to a full stop. It serves as a parking brake. It doesn't work when the motor is running. If the brake pad wears out or breaks abnormally, the brake piston seal may have leakage issues, or the brake might not be released, which could cause abnormal wear or breakage of the friction pad. There are 2 seals on the brake piston. The black one is a high-temperature rubber seal. The white one is a nylon washer. The black seal faces the high-pressure side. This one is just used as a washer. For this piston, we usually check for abnormal wear on its surface, such as burrs, and whether there is any gap. A gap indicates it has worn down. Also, we check if the surface has any whitening. This is a spherical bushing, and this is a small spring. The small spring controls the clamping between the cylinder and the flow plate, and its pre-compression force. If the pre-compression force is insufficient, it can cause excessive leakage, leading to weak driving performance. This is the secondary piston, and this is the inclined disc. The secondary piston presses against the back of the inclined disc, enabling speed conversion for the motor. If this piston gets stuck, it can result in no rabbit gear or turtle gear. This is the drive shaft and oil seal. They work together. Keep hydraulic oil from leaking into the gearbox. In this episode, we disassembled the motor. We explained the basic functions of the components. Next time, we'll continue with its installation.